My name is William Myers. I'm Director of Operations with Global E-Training.
Global E-Training. Tell us about that.
So Global E-Training is a 17-year-old company. We celebrate our birthday at Autodesk University every year. We got started really looking for a way to provide training for AutoCAD to learners, and we're told that we couldn't do it because it was too complex. So we've proven them wrong and have grown with Autodesk as trusted partners and are now focusing in the world of geospatial.
Oh, nice.
Interesting. And what is the connection between what you guys are doing and what they are doing?
Well, we've always been good friends with the folks at Global E-Training. And right now we're working hard to get a course for our software up onto their platform.
Interesting.
So
on your platform, I remember, like, the reason I am familiar with what you guys do is because of the Autodesk stuff.
Sure.
But it's not just Autodesk.
Not at all.
No.
That's where we got our start, but these industries, AEC or GIS, it's not a single ocean. It's not a single ecosystem. And so in order for Global E-Training to stay relevant and vital, we need to be able to swim in all of those oceans.
So is the bottleneck like technology, or is it the industry's approach to training and change management?
I think the approach to change management is always the same. We're always, as an industry and as a collection of industries, interested in growth. This is a growth-centric industry, and technology is moving so fast that our job is to make it as easy as possible for experts in industry to compile, create, develop training, make it project-specific, role-specific, outcome-specific, and then get the analysis that proves return on investment.
Gotcha.
And that analysis is kind of where Geo Plus comes in, right?
Yeah, and I mean, it's always going to be a little bit of an investment for folks to learn some new software. So to have lots of training resources, it just helps everyone.
Yep. So you mentioned you guys are working on getting a course on their platform.
Correct.
What is the process? What is that process? Like, how do people get courses on the platform?
So we offer a content creation tool called the Generator. We've actually patented it, and we received a patent for it for its language translation tools. Geo Plus, interestingly, is building the first French language course that we're translating into English for SEMA Plus. So it's a really exciting partnership. But they developed the content to serve all learning preferences, so visual, audio, read, write, kinesthetic, as well as a general learning cycle of lecture, demonstration, activity, and assessment. So a full cycle and full service of all learning preferences. And then we're just working together to make it the best darn SEMA Plus course there is around. And then we're going to flex our translation capabilities by bringing it from French into English for our English speakers.
Nice.
And it's just the beginning of our partnership. We're looking forward to a lot of amazing things together.
Yeah, that's awesome. So how long does the process take? Like, when will this course be up?
Imminently. I believe it's on the release path for the end of the month. Really.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So how do we change the mindset from like training as an expense to like training as, a measurable ROI?
Sure. And that's really my job, is to measure and provide communication on return on investment, because training is typically an operational expense. So the mindset has to be that being in growth-centric and growth-oriented industries, our growth in industry is really dependent on our ability to learn and to grow. Lifelong learning is a philosophy I think that we all need to have and espouse in order to grow personally and within our careers.
Yep. And what's the goal or the objective for you guys having a course on their platform?
I mean, it makes it easier for everyone. So now we have kind of these tools that we can give to our partners, to our clients, to anyone that wants to learn. And it kind of removes a little bit of a barrier.
Okay.
So we're always going to offer training on our side, but this
that
is
was
kind
my
of
next
a
question.
supplementary.
Okay.
We're always going to help, create that really nice A to Z workflow, because our program is quite big. You can do a ton of different things with it. So how can we get you from kind of your initial scan to your finished field product in as little time as possible, because time is money.
Sure.
And along the way, how can we add in some other features over time? So once we have that really streamlined workflow, what else might you use? Like, how else can we make your dreams come true? And then having these platform programs, other people can see the capabilities.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And our job really is not to replace a human subject matter expert, but to augment their ability to scale and to, again, prove that return on investment. But our Global E-Training's job is to provide tools to elevate, augment, and scale up the training experience to make things easier to train and to grow.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you, so I'm a surveyor.
Okay.
He's an engineer. We don't learn the same way.
Sure.
How do you adapt these classes and this coursework to like the masses, right?
Sure.
Because that's got to be challenging.
It is, but you'll find for the most part that people who learn with four defined preferences, which we've put into an acronym called VARK. So visual, audio, read, write, kinesthetic. In-person training sessions will have to have service of those learning preferences in order for people to retain the information, or at least even digest the information to start with. And so in order for asynchronous or online training to be worth its salt, or even a blended learning environment where you're using globally training content in an in-person environment, those learning preferences have to be served in order for the training experience to be worth its salt.
And so do you have, training opportunities that are accredited, I guess? Can you get, CEUs and PDHs and that type thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Getting our started software training, it's more of a manual process because traditionally there's not a category for automatic PDUs for software training. However, we do have an expansive library of training content that offers OSHA certification, continuing education credits, PDUs, as you mentioned, and even project management professional credits as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
And you mentioned all the different platforms on GeoPlus. Like, I mean, just looking at the website, there's like a bunch. Like, what's the one that sticks out, or what's the most popular thing right now, or what's the cutting edge that you can say?
I have three that work together as a turnkey solution. So there's Vision LiDAR, which is our desktop program. That's for kind of our geo nerds, our technicians. That's where you bring your initial scan in, do your nice classification, create your nice 3D deliverables, whether we're talking vectorization, 3D objects, kind of things like that. But then kind of when we go into the world of engineering surveying, we have a lovely plugin in the middle called Vision Plus, and that is a direct integration to CAD products. So, have your Vision LiDAR open on window, have your CAD open on the other. Anything that you draw in Vision LiDAR with that correct spatial ESPG code is automatically going to pop up in the right place in CAD seamlessly.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then bring it all together on VL365, which is our SaaS app platform.
Okay.
So yeah, bring your point cloud, bring your spherical images, bring your CAD designs,
Yeah.
put it all together. And this is kind of, send out a link to any stakeholder within the organization, give them the username, give them the password. They're easily able to just log on to the website, view the data, export the data. No need for that heavy desktop software for anyone that's not that technician.
Yeah. So what's the differentiator for you guys? There's other platforms that are doing similar things, let's say, but what separates you guys?
Yeah. I mean, we have a product owner that's just completed their PhD in geomatics with focus in AI. So shout out to Reza. Thank you so much for all your hard work. And the rest of the team, honestly, everyone's great.
Yeah.
And we're small, we're nimble, we're 25 people in total. So we're probably like 80-90% developers within that 25. So we move very fast.
Sure.
It's not this big ship that you have turning.
Right.
But yeah, within this kind of new Vision LiDAR, we have the new AI algorithm. So you can create your own custom models suited for your data set. You'll always start out with 3 kind of generic models to start, and then you can build off of those. Once you're happy with it, save it in a Microsoft Explorer window, reuse it as many times as you want. Say the data changes just a little bit. You can tweak that model, re-educate it. It's like a child.
That's
it's
awesome.
Only going to learn the topics that it has been taught about. So
Gotcha.
if it hasn't been taught about a specific feature, let's just teach it.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
You're good at this.
Yeah.
Same question to you. What's
Sure.
the differentiator for you guys?
So it's really the analysis and reporting. I think we've keyed on the proving return on investment. And so the generator is a tool that is, as I mentioned, meant to augment and make the lives of developers easy. Many of the people who work in the generator are experts or operators in industry who have been tasked with rewarded for their good work with more work, which is providing training. And so, we're using AI as well to help speed up the process of developing text of the lecture portion. Not as a way of replacing the human subject matter expert, but as a way of providing something that a human subject matter expert will stand behind as that trusted expert and say, you know what, this just saved me a little bit of time. I will stand behind this, and now I can add my intelligence and my human creativity to it, because the human really has to be at the center of the AI revolution. Otherwise, what's it worth?
Sure.
So, what circling back to this partnership, what do you think is the biggest benefit or the best thing that's come out of you guys kind of teaming up?
The partnership is just fantastic because it's a social proof. Having GeoPlus's endorsement says to this ocean at large that global e-training can be trusted. We're a relatively new element in this space, and so it's nice to be able to just work with trusted friends and get their endorsement and say, hey, we trust them, you can too. And GeoPlus throws a great party.
There you go. That's awesome. Close us out here, Madeline.
Well, for us, as we talked about, we will always give that kind of unique workflow, but I think it's really important for folks to see what other people are doing with the data. So,
true.
I'm not doing that with mine, but that's possible. And I think that would be very helpful. So that's great. And in terms of kind of GeoPlus and global e-training, always friendly faces at every show that we go to. It's like the Geoholics. We come and it's our old friends, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's so much fun, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, appreciate you looping us into that. That was very nice.
Well,
She's a pro.
I know, right?
She's a pro. What else? Anything else we didn't touch on? You guys want to get out there? How do everybody find out more?
Sure. Check us out at globaletraining.ca and learn more. Email me. Can I say my email?
Absolutely.
william.m@globaletraining.ca. And feel free to reach out if you have any questions from your look at the website. I'm at your service.
Yeah. And Geoholics get a 25% discount. Is that the rumor I'm hearing?
I think I heard
totally
that.
Kidding. Totally kidding.
I think it's actually 30, but we can talk.
That's great.
It's awesome. And what else? Anything else?
How
do people get a hold of you and find out more about Geo?
Yeah, we're active on LinkedIn. That's where you can kind of see what we've been up to. You can always check out our webpage, but it's generally best if you kind of send an email as well. Feel free to call, feel free to email. My email is madeline.jansen@geoplus.com. You might want to look up the spelling on LinkedIn. There's probably only one of me, but yeah, it's MADELEINE.JANZEN. Alternatively, you could call me 514-758-0993.
Right on. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, appreciate
Great
you coming
conversation.
by. It's amazing.
Thanks for having us on. This was
course.
super fun.
You bet.
Thank you so much.